this from the CWTucson.com. The CWTucson.com, 1 in 3 Americans have pre-diabetes. I quote here from the article, while most know about the health consequences of diabetes, few understand the risk involved with having pre-diabetes. As the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates, 86 million Americans are affected by pre-diabetes. This is pre-type 2 diabetes, by the way. They don't make that distinction in the article, but they should. There's a difference between diabetes, which is when your body does not produce insulin anymore, and pre-diabetes, or type 2 diabetes, when your body develops insulin sensitivity. So it's hard for your body to utilize insulin. It's hard for your body to utilize insulin, even though there's plenty of insulin present. It's hard for your body to utilize it. According to the CDC, 90% of those Americans with pre-type 2 diabetes do not know they have it and are unaware of the risks. Between 15 to 30% of those with pre-diabetes will develop type 2 diabetes within 5 years. Now, here's the kicker. Because of the health risk of pre-diabetes, the CDC is launching a campaign to educate Americans on the risk of pre-type 2 diabetes, which is caused from higher than abnormal blood sugar levels. Without changes in diet and activity level, people can develop type 2 diabetes, which can cause serious medical issues. Awareness is crucial in the effort to stop type 2 diabetes. David Marrero, PhD, director of the Diabetes Translation Research Center at Indiana University School of Medicine, and former president, healthcare and education at the American Diabetes Association. You've got to be kidding me. This is how these people think. They have no idea whatsoever what causes these conditions. They have no idea whatsoever to do to cure these conditions. And yet they are launching a national campaign to educate people about the risks. So what are they going to do? They're going to tell people to exercise more, right? And make sure you eat a healthy diet. And what the heck does that mean? Most of the foods that medical doctors consider healthy are, in point of fact, unhealthy for you to eat. You want to reference my 12 bad food list. Reference my 12 bad food list. There are 12 foods I don't even want you to look at, let alone eat. Whole grains are the top 4. Wheat, barley, rye, and oats have to go. Wheat, barley, rye, and oats have to go. If you continue to eat wheat, barley, rye, and oats, most probably you will develop an exaggeration of nutrient deficiencies. An exaggeration of nutrient deficiencies. In type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, syndrome X, all of these conditions are caused directly, not indirectly, by nutrient deficiencies. It was determined that type 2 diabetes was caused by a deficiency in the trace mineral chromium in the 1950s. In the trace mineral chromium in the 1950s, a medical doctor named Merz was able to turn on type 2 diabetes and turn off type 2 diabetes in laboratory mice by withholding or giving them in their food the trace mineral chromium. In order for your body to metabolize insulin appropriately, you have to have minerals. If you don't have minerals, your body is going to lose its ability to metabolize sugars and metabolize insulin efficiently. And so even though there's plenty of insulin in your blood, it's not going to be able to work the way that nature and God intended it to. So what do the medical doctors do? Well, they develop a drug to manage the problem. Or they give more insulin. And under a scenario like this, when you take insulin for this problem, and insulin is not the cause of the problem, lack of insulin is not the cause. When you flood the body with insulin, you damage cells. And this is what causes diabetic neuropathy. This is what causes diabetic gangrene. This is what causes diabetics' toes and fingers and hands and feet and legs and arms to be cut off. Because the medical doctors don't know their you-know-what from their elbow. They're throwing whatever they can against the wall to see what sticks. And they are not concerned with curing the condition. They're not concerned with figuring out what's causing the condition. They're only concerned with researching and developing new drugs to manage the problem. And this is what we pay for every month with medical insurance premiums to gain access to this type of old-fashioned nonsense thinking. For goodness sakes, while we've let the medical doctors drive the bus of medicine, pre-diabetes, pre-type 2 diabetes is affecting 1/3 of Americans. 1/3 under their watch. You got to be kidding me. I guess Alex Jones was right. We are sheeple people, for goodness sakes. George Bush, during his administration, was carrying the documents that said the U.S. under attack, imminent attack from the air by radical Muslims. Under his watch, he knew about it before he had the documents. And then 9/11 goes down, and nobody blames Bush. It happened under his watch. It was his fault. It happened while he was at the duty post. Well, while the medical doctors have been driving the bus of medicine, in this case, pre-type 2 diabetes is increasing. 30% of us have it. Obesity is skyrocketing. 30% have that. 30% of your kids are obese. 30% of our children are obese. And this has happened while the medical doctors have been driving the bus of medicine. But oh no, they say it's all genetic. It's not the medical doctor's fault. It's a bad gene. No, it's not. If it was genetic, it would be getting less and less, not more and more, because of selection of the fittest, right? It's epigenetic. If it has anything to do with genes at all, it's epigenetic, which is the nutritional effects on gene expression. The nutritional effects on gene expression. This is a fool's errand, ladies and gentlemen. It's like we're in Wonderland, not Michael Jackson's Wonderland, Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Carroll's Wonderland. Inside out, upside down, everything is backwards. Everything is opposite, right? Constant surveillance is freedom. Constant war is peace. You've got to be kidding me. Having the banks own your house, having the banks own your car, that's financial, freedom, right? Isn't this the most prosperous nation in the world? Well, it's good for the banks. The banks own everybody's house. The banks own everybody's car. Everybody's in debt at least $10,000. Yeah, it's a real prosperous society we've got going on here. It's inside out, it's upside down, and it's backwards. And one of the manifestations of this is medicine. Because we don't have a free medical market. All the research goes to MD-directed theories, MD-directed medical treatments, MD-directed ideation, MD-directed philosophy. You don't let the chiropractors work at your hospital. You don't let the acupuncturists work at the hospital. You don't let the homeopaths, the herbalists, or the naturopaths work at the hospital. They're not doing medical research on naturopathic therapeutics at any of the universities in the United States, any of the universities in the United Kingdom, any of the universities anywhere in the world. It's all drugs. Drugs, 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 drugs. And remember, right, we love drugs. It's not the drug, it's how it's used. Thank God for Novocaine. Love that stuff. But when you use the drugs the way that the medical doctors use the drugs, their treatments are the leading cause of death in the United States, and they're so flipping expensive that medical treatment is also the leading cause of bankruptcy. Because what's the most expensive treatment? The one that does not work. When it comes to type 2 diabetes, they have no idea at all what causes it, and they're going to tell you to exercise more to help it, and then that's absolutely wrong, because type 2 diabetes is caused by nutrient deficiencies, and when you exercise, you accelerate nutrient deficiencies. You get an endorphin rush, and your abs look better, and your biceps look better, and you might have a little bit of better kind of a sense of yourself. Sense of fulfillment, you've reached a goal, but that's all transitory, because a couple weeks later, a couple months later, type 2 diabetes comes rolling into town. You accelerated the presentation of it because you drove your nutrients into the tank by exercise. 400,000 people a year in the United States die from heart attacks, which are a direct result of exercise. The medical doctors have it wrong. They've always had it wrong. They're going to continue to have it wrong. You need to fire them, ladies and gentlemen. The best thing you can do for your health is to fire your medical doctor, because the skill set that they bring to the table is bad. It's an outdated, old-fashioned methodology. They don't know what they're talking about, and you should not listen to them when it comes to chronic disease. You want to listen to a medical doctor, listen to them tell you what type of scalpel to use for a surgical procedure, what type of suture material is best, what anesthetic is best, and what antibiotics are best to fight off the post-surgery operation. That's what they know. That's what they're good at. You want to take a medical doctor's advice about how to prevent or treat type 2 diabetes? You're a knucklehead. They do not know what they're talking about. My advice, fire your medical doctor now. Stick around, so much more to come.
I'm Jesse Gonzalez, Vice President at Kmart. Did you know that premature birth is the #1 killer of babies in the United States, or that survivors can face a lifetime of serious health problems? But you can help. Join me in Kmart for the March for Babies Walk. We'll work together to raise funds for research and programs that help the marginalized fight premature birth and birth defects and improve the health of moms and babies. Start your team today at marchforbabies.org.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Hey guys, Pat Matthews here to tell you all about the newest and best way to sell your products online. It's buysellmakeoffer.com, a brand new site to sell your stuff online. Your old golf clubs, sports equipment, tools, and yes, even your car. Forget about the other guys. Buysellmakeoffer.com will never charge you item fees. Go to the website now and sign up so that you can soon load all your stuff up to sell. This is not an auction site. Just use our resources along with Skype and videos to sell your items quickly and with no fees. Go right now to user-friendly buysellmakeoffer.com, where the first 30 days are on us.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business, so make sure that they create a positive impression with Reputation Defender, a service from Reputation.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with Reputation Defender. Call 800-831-0771 now. That's 800-831-0771 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with Reputation Defender. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-831-0771 to learn more. That's 800-831-0771. Or visit reputationdefender.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
That's Jethro Tull, Living in the Past, ladies and gentlemen, which is what every medical doctor in the world is doing. You know, they go through their clinical life as if they just discovered penicillin and it's the heyday of, you know, the pharmaceutical revolution. And again, remember, it's not the drug, it's how it's used. Now, the way that the medical doctors are using antibiotics, they're creating antibiotic-resistant bacterial infections. This is a fool's errand. Their philosophy of medicine, the understanding that they bring to the table of how to treat disease is old-fashioned, outdated, childish. It doesn't work. But because 1,000 medical doctors, 400,000 medical doctors all around the world all do the same thing all the time, everybody just believes that they know what's best. And they do not have the clinical cojones. They don't have the academic courage to stand up and say, you know what, this stuff stinks. It doesn't work. My patients are getting worse and worse. We can't manage the blood pressure. We can't manage the weight gain. We can't manage the blood sugar issues. We can't manage the arthritic stuff. We don't know how to do it. It's getting worse, not getting better. It's time we revisited the entire thing. You think the pharmaceutical industry is going to let them do that? No. Doctors like Joel Wallach, Jim Sensenig, a handful of other pioneers of naturopathic medicine have been waving the flag on the hill. Come over here, everybody. We have solutions. And don't get me wrong, our solutions are not a panacea for all human ills. It's not like that. But our therapeutics will get you into the game of healing. Our therapeutics attempt to cure the condition. Our therapeutics support and promote your body's ability to fix itself. Your recovery depends on how much damage has already been done. How willing are you to commit to the therapeutic? How willing are you to be compliant with what we tell you to do? And how bad is your body right now? Sometimes you can get 100% better, sometimes 50, sometimes 10. We have to get it out of your head that chronic illness like type 2 diabetes or arthritis is like a parrot sitting on your shoulder. And, it's the same for everybody. And all we have to do is find a bullet to kill the parrot. No, it's not like that. It's different. Your illness is an intimate reflection of everything that's gone on in your life to date. Your asthma might be easy breezy lemon squeezy to cure. Your sister's asthma, not so much. Everybody is different, but our fundamental supposition, your body has a God-given ability to fix itself. Your body has intelligence. Your body knows what to do. Your body knows how to fix itself. Your body wants to fix itself. Your body is attempting to fix itself all of the time. Our job is to give you the raw materials that your body needs to get the job done, and we counsel you, educate you about what food to stop eating, period. So you stop eating food that's gumming up the works. You give your body the raw materials by way of nutritional supplements every day. You do appropriate exercise, which increases the flow of prana in your body. You do appropriate exercise, which opens up the energetic channels in your body, the nadis, which carry the intelligent energy in your body. You keep your fingers crossed and you see what happens. This is what we do. And interestingly enough, you don't need a doctor's appointment to figure it out. If you have asthma, you need to stop eating the 12 bad foods. You need to get on board with the 90 essential nutrients plus extra lung support. It's not that difficult to figure out. You have arthritis, you need to stop eating the 12 bad foods. You need to take Foundation Medical Nutrition Program and then a little extra bone and joint support. You have a heart problem, you need to stop eating the 12 foods, take the Foundation 90 essential nutrients and a couple of extra heart nutrients. Keep your fingers crossed, see how it goes. This is what we do. No different than educating people years ago to stop peeing upstream and drinking the water downstream. We did that. We cleaned up sanitation. We cleaned up the water and doubled life expectancy. You didn't need a doctor's appointment for that either. You don't need a doctor's appointment for this. You just need education. The only place you're going to get that education right now is at my website. It's the only place. Glidden.healthcare, Glidden.healthcare. I've dialed it in for you to the best of my ability, and we add educational material every month. I have an online self-help health recovery program, the Dr. Glidden Advocate. $2 for 2 days or $20 for a month at a time. You have access to a video stream of this radio program, a chat room of this radio program, an interactive user forum where you can share ideas, live health webinars, live health chats every week. Join the revolution, ladies and gentlemen, or suffer and die. It's that simple. Glidden.healthcare, Glidden.healthcare. Become a Dr. Glidden advocate now. Irana in Los Angeles is with us. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Irana, thanks so much for the call. You are live. Yeah, we're here with you. How can I help?
Well, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
I've been diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and I guess everything that goes along with that for a few years now. I went to the doctor, and I know my mom suffered and suffers from. I think they first started me on. I want to say it was Lexapro. And then I think we went to Zoloft, and then because my mom is on Celexa, then they said, well, body makeup is the same, essentially, so let's try what she's, after about 2 years of that, I finally just decided I wasn't going to do it anymore, and but now
okay, so all right, so I want to stop you right there, and I'm going to help you through all of this, all right, I will. I'm going to help you through the whole thing, but I don't want to overlook the obvious, and we need to underline what you just experienced. So, how old are you?
46.
Okay, how long have you been paying medical insurance premiums?
Oh, my. Many years.
Yeah, so probably, I'm going to guess at least 15, 20 years you've been paying every month medical insurance, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and you pay every month medical insurance premiums in order to give you access to medicine when you're up against it and you need help, right?
Yes.
So all of a sudden, you became up against it and you needed help. You're experiencing anxiety and you're experiencing depression, and so you go to the medical doctors, and how many different antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications did they give you?
At least 3.
At least 3, and did any of them work?
No. Well,
all right, so
you're for a moment, but then it just...
Yeah, so for a little bit you felt better, but then it comes back. It's kind of like drinking tequila, right? You feel better momentarily, right?
Sure.
Right? That's exactly the same thing. Yeah. So they should have just told you to drink tequila, for goodness sakes. You would have saved a lot of money, and it might have worked better. But in any event, this is what happens here in the United States, in Canada, in the European Union, in Australia, in New Zealand, all around the world, less so in China, but it's starting to be more and more so there now.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to the medical doctor, you pay, when you don't even need the medical doctor, you're paying for their service. Man, I'd love to have that job. You pay them when you don't even need them. And then you finally do need them and they let you down. And what do? You write another medical insurance check. It's nonsense. Mm-hmm. I mean, you should write a letter to the Surgeon General or to somebody who's in charge of medicine in the state of California and say, look, calculate how much money you've paid for medical insurance premiums. This is how much money I've paid my entire life. I finally needed these guys' help, and they couldn't help me. And, it's not like they're being scientific about it. It's not like they're being physicians about it. It's not like they're being doctors about it. They're just throwing drugs at you, keeping their fingers crossed to see what works. And when it doesn't work, they don't try to investigate the metabolism and see what happened and try to figure out, they just throw another drug at it. And what drug do they throw at it? The last one that the drug rep told them to take. They're not doctors, for goodness sakes. They're pharmaceutical salesmen. They're shills for the pharmaceutical company. And, if it worked, that would be hallelujah. If it worked, look, there's a lot of information to understand here, and I wrote about this in the book that I wrote, The MD Emperor Has No Clothes. You can get an ebook for $9. You can get a softback copy for $21. Go to my website, get my book. I wrote extensively about Prozac and the nasty, insidious, bad medicine goings on that the pharmaceutical industry and the American Medical Association and the Food and Drug Administration did when Prozac was first delivered. Placebo was proven to be better than Prozac. Placebo was proven to be better than Prozac. But in any event, there's a lot of information to understand about this particular subject. I would encourage you to get a copy of my book. It would be the best $21 you ever spent. Best
the
$10
MD
you ever
Emperor
spent.
Has No Clothes?
Yeah, you can just go to my website, click on the store button. The website, by the way, is Glidden. That's Glidden like the paint, no relation, Glidden .healthcare. Okay, Glidden.healthcare.
Okay.
Check it out. All right, now.
Okay.
So, from our point of view, when somebody is depressed and or they are anxious, the first thing that you need to consider is a blood sugar issue and or not enough calcium and not enough magnesium. These the deficiencies in calcium and magnesium and trace minerals. Your body needs trace minerals in order to metabolize sugar appropriately. When you don't have enough of these minerals present in your body because they're not present in the food, and the way that modern agriculture is, they're getting less and less and less and less in the food. This is why one of the reasons why chronic diseases are accelerating, because there's no more food in the food, right? So the body's nutritionally deficient, and over time the deficiencies get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and then your body breaks at its weakest link. Now, some people become nutritionally deficient, they get depressed. Some people become nutritionally deficient, they get asthma. Some people become nutritionally deficient, they get arthritis. There are a lot of variables there which we believe are in fact genetic, but there is no gene that codes for depression. There is no gene that codes for anxiety. There's no gene that codes for asthma. These things happen because of nutritional stress on the body, and then the body breaks at its weakest link. So the first, second, and third thing for you to do as an experiment, a little in-house experiment for 90 days, 3 months in a row, right? You need to nutrify your body, give it all of the stuff it needs to function the way that nature intended it, plus a little extra calcium and magnesium and a little extra blood sugar support. We do that for 90 days, plus we counsel you to stop eating food that's hurting the body, and you give that a run for 90 days and you see how you do. So here's what I would counsel you to take for the next 3 months as a little in-house experiment. How much do you weigh, by the way?
About 140.
Okay, that's easy then. So here's what I would do. There's a product called the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0.
I just ordered that a couple of days ago.
A smart girl.
Get it today.
All right, so you need one of those, okay?
Okay.
You need 2 bottles of plant-derived minerals, and 2 bottles of Sweeties, 2 bottles of Sweeties, and 1 extra bottle, 1 bottle of Beyond Osteo, O-S-T like Thomas, E-O, Beyond Osteo FX. That's the liquid calcium. Now, the liquid calcium is in the Healthy Pack, but I want you to have an extra liquid calcium because of the history of anxiety. So, in addition to what you've already ordered, please get 2 bottles of plant-derived minerals, 2 bottles of Sweeties, and 1 bottle of Beyond Osteo FX. Now, how did you hear about us, and how did you order the stuff in the first place?
My very good friend Monique, who has been schooling me the past couple of weeks. So she told me about it. We ordered it through her, and then she told me to call you.
Well, I'm so happy for you. You are in good company here, and this is how we're going to change the world with the Grassroots Coalition. So we help Monique. Monique tells you, we help you. You tell your family, you tell your friends, you tell your coworkers, you tell your church members, whatever, right? And this is how this is how we do it. So lean on Monique to tell you how to take the supplements, right? Okay. Lean on Monique for, ideas. Well, holy smokes, I can't eat wheat, barley, rye, or oats anymore. What the heck am I going to have for breakfast, right? Right? Yeah, I know. It's not easy to figure this stuff out, but that's why we have friends, and that's why we're lifting each other up here. So now, but listen, here's the deal. There's 2 things you need to understand about this. Number 1, the medical nutrition program that you go on should be painless. It should not create nausea. It should not create diarrhea. It should not create constipation. It should not make you grow a 3rd ear, right? Right. It should be painless, number 1. And number 2, every couple of weeks, maybe every month, more or less, there should be a noticeable, measurable brightening up in your body, mind somewhere. So your mood's better, your energy's better, your sleep's better, your appetite's better, your weight's better, anxiety's better, depression's better. Something has to change noticeably every 4 weeks, more or less. If you do this for 1 month and nothing changes, there's no change whatsoever anywhere, I'll eat my hat, number 1. And number 2, that means that the program needs to be tweaked, or that you're cheating with the diet. You don't know that you're cheating with the diet. But the point I'm trying to make here is, if you gave a little struggling tomato plant that you had neglected and it was on its last legs, if you gave it good water, good sunlight, and good fertilizer, you would expect it to bounce back. And you would expect it to be growing bigger and stronger and better. You would be able to notice and measure that.
Yes.
Well, all right. It's the same with the body when you do medical nutrition. So keep a weather eye out for what's happening to your body mind once you start this program. And once you start to experience benefits, then you just maintain the discipline. Maybe a couple months from now, we'll need to subtract or add something else to the program. Who knows? But this is a really good place to start. And I'm excited for you. You're finally, first time in your life, you're in the game of healing here. And I'm going to be very excited to see what happens to you moving downstream. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right.
I do have a question.
All right, shoot.
You said, I just want to repeat what you said, the Healthy Start, which I'll get probably today or tomorrow.
Yep.
2 bottles of the plant derivative minerals, and then 2 bottles of the Sweet Ease, and then 1 Beyond Osteo, the calcium. Should I take a certain amount of that?
Yeah, Monique will tell you exactly how to take it, when to take it, and what to do. Yeah,
That's right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Very good.
Well, that's a great question because, that's a really good question. You have to be doing, you don't eat dessert before dinner, right?
Right.
Right. So you have to know how to take the stuff in a way that will optimize its absorption into the body. And Monique knows how to do that, and she'll help you. And then once you dial it in, you can help everybody else. And by the way, if you like how you feel after you've done this and when it works and you're feeling better, then you can get your supplements for free by turning other people in your life onto what we're talking about. You maybe even make a couple extra $100 a month, which beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Which we already set up to do because of the testimony that she and a couple of other people have already mentioned to us.
I know, it's remarkable, isn't it? The stuff. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy for you. How do you pronounce your name?
Irena.
All right, Irena.
Sir.
Listen, call me back once a month, more or less, live on the radio, and tell the world what's happening to you, good or bad. We don't screen calls. I want to know what's going on with you. So call me back, and we'll generate your testimony to the world live and in living audio. I appreciate your support very, very much. Now, do you get this, ladies and gentlemen? She's in her 40s. She's been paying medical insurance premiums her entire life. Conventional medicine has completely let her down, completely, utterly, and totally let her down. And there is no consequences to the insurance companies, no consequences to the medical doctors, no refunds. This is happening everywhere all the time. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Unless you're bleeding from an artery or have a broken leg or a bullet in your arm, fire your medical doctor now and educate yourself about the simple steps you can take to get your body into the game of healing. Glidden.healthcare. Glidden.healthcare. Become a Dr. Glidden advocate today, and let's spread this message of health recovery through science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition to everybody who has ears. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Finishing up the show here today, we're going to go to Foster McDonald in Vegas in just a sec. Here is a text from someone in the chat room, which is a live video stream of the radio you can get as a Dr. Glidden advocate. This is from Teresa in Iowa. Another case of MD-directed death. My aunt, who was 76, had stage 5 kidney disease, colon rectal cancer, 25% of her heart functioning. So let's do a colostomy. Well, she died of heart failure while in the hospital. Who in their right mind would perform a surgery with a quarter of the heart function available? Can you say money? Yes, I can. The medical doctors can say it a lot better, and yet nobody goes to jail. Let's go to Vegas and talk to Foster. Hey, Foster, thanks for the call. You are live.
Well, thank you for putting me on. This is an early call. I have been working with Cheryl, and she's ordered all the products out, and I've taken the advice of the don't mess with the 12. I feel better already.
I know, it's remarkable, isn't it?
It's just amazing.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
But there was a couple of things that I had kidney stones. One of them fairly large, 10 millimeter. The other one is 1. But the other thing is I'm going to need to know when I can take or try to take out the catheter. I have a catheter on right now that a doctor put in, and that same urologist wants to do a lot of cutting and reaming and boring, and so I thought I'd mention those two things to you: the catheter and the third thing is she suggested Cantheris. Is there a website I can go on to
purchase that?
Cantheris.
Yeah, I think I recommended you to take Causticum, perhaps, in my email. Did I recommend homeopathic Causticum?
1M. Yes, that was one of the items, and I've got the details on it. But
okay, so that prescription would supersede the Cantheris. If you're taking the Causticum, there's no need to take the Cantheris, okay?
Okay, no need. All right, thank you.
All right, so we just do the Causticum, avoid the Cantheris. Now, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So, I mean, in their defense, the medical doctors are telling you what to do from their point of view because they don't think there's anything else that you can do. They got to do something. You've got insurance. You might as well go for it, right? So, but again, right, it's the wrong dog for the hunt. This is inappropriate. It's an inappropriate therapeutic for you at this point in your life. So, the first thing to do with the catheter, in my opinion, is nothing for 4 weeks. So you just want to...
4 weeks, okay.
Yeah, take the homeopathic medicine, stop the food, nutrify your body for 4 weeks with the supplement program that we recommended for you.
Yes.
And then have the catheter withdrawn and see how you do.
Okay. Is there a person that I could go to that in this area?
No, I don't know anybody in Vegas, and the great state of Nevada does not license nor regulate naturopathic medicine. I can make some calls around and see if there are, holistically friendly MDs. But I think medical doctors in Vegas have notorious reputations anyway, don't they?
They have extremely. I was insurance for a long time, and a lot of them lose their license and become a slot foreman.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy.
It is. One of the better ones was a vet that became an attorney that then got his internist, got an MD. That was the person that I was with the last time here, but he moved back to Texas and has a ladies' practice back there in Wichita Falls. But
crazy,
anyway,
so as far as the kidney stone goes, right? You don't do anything about that. I'm assuming the stone is still in the kidney. Maybe in 2 months,
it's in good shape. Yeah.
You can do, lithotripsy there with ultrasound to try to break it up. But this therapeutic often will help the body get rid of kidney stones spontaneously. I've seen that happen. We don't know.
Nutrition, okay.
Yeah, the calcium deficiencies cause kidney stones to form. So we just have to really take this one step at a time, brother. One step at a time, and we'll see what happens as we go downstream. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your support. I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Glidden. Live long and prosper. See you tomorrow.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
If survivalist housing has been in your plans, get ready. We're bringing our Timberline range camps to you February 6th through 14th. The Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Get an up-close look at some of our most popular Timberline models or visit survivalistcamps.com to pre-order a camp. We'll bring it to the show and save you the cost of shipping. It's the perfect time to get that camp you've wanted. Go to survivalistcamps.com, then plan on joining us at the Great American Outdoor Show in February in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Are you worried about your mom or dad living alone in their house? Hi, I'm Joan London. Listen, I know how difficult it is to find senior care for someone you love. That's why I recommend a free service called A Place for Mom. They are the nation's largest senior living referral service. Call A Place for Mom today.
To receive free information on senior living communities in your area, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-704-6182.
A Place for Mom offers free one-on-one advice from local advisors and a personalized list of senior living communities you can visit. If you have questions about senior care for your mom or dad, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
Call A Place for Mom in the next 10 minutes to get your free ebook on financing senior care as well as free information on senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-704-6182. That's 1-800-704-6182.
And aching? Do you have a sore throat, a fever, or the sniffles? There's no reason to be sick this cold and flu season with immune system support from Supernatural Silver. Supernatural Silver can give your body the help it needs to fight off harmful pathogens without hurting beneficial gut flora and without leaving behind resistant bacteria. Antibiotics can damage good microflora and often leave behind bacteria which can cause problems later on. If you're sick of being sick, try Supernatural Silver. Supernatural Silver, the #1 choice of thousands for a safe and effective way to protect against the many diseases and illnesses that we are facing today. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, read our customer reviews, and see the life-changing results that people are having. That's supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. Use the promo code PROTECTED for 20% off your entire order. And like us on Facebook. Supernatural Silver.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Wallach, veterinarian and naturopathic physician. The Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy with an important message. Take charge of your health. Do not continue to blindly follow the system that has failed us all. I appreciate GCN listeners because you're open-minded and intelligent. If our system is so great, why is it that the United States, the USA, ranks nearly 60th worldwide in longevity and #1 in obesity? All the while we spend more money than all the other countries combined annually on unnecessary healthcare procedures and toxic drugs. It doesn't take much to get on track. Not with the government or pharmaceutical companies, but rather you in control of your own health with a basic understanding of nutrition and supplementation. FDI Longevity has the finest quality health, sports, and energy supplements available. GCN listeners are invited to join our team of people who want to stay healthy well into old age. We are currently looking for specialists to represent FDI Longevity and Save America. To buy products at wholesale prices or join our business team, go to gcnteam.com. That's gcnteam.com. Support GCN. Get healthy.
No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Water is the single most important thing your body needs, so you want to be sure it's the best for you and your family. Since 2005, thousands have depended on Berkey purified water. The Berkey Guy provides the lowest priced filtration systems in every size. For incredibly delicious water now and in an emergency, get to GoBerkey.com or call 877-886-3653. 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
Today, more than ever, it's imperative that you protect your digital privacy. EDEC Digital Forensics Signal Blocking Anti-Radiation Anti-Surveillance Faraday Bags shield the contents of your phones, tablets, and key fobs from 4G, Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, NFC, and more. Find us at edecdf.com/radio or call us now at 805-222-4584. That's 805-222-4584. Radio listeners get 20% off your order.
Winter has just begun, and are you already tired of being cold? How would you like to never be cold again? This is Dale with Fortress Clothing, and I'm here to tell you, you will never be cold again with Fortress. If you're tired of freezing your butt off, elk hunting, sitting in a tree stand, deer hunting, winter camping, fishing, ice fishing, no longer fear the cold. If you snowmobile, ski, snowboard, get Fortress. Sledding with the kids, shoveling the walks, shopping, or if you or your spouse get cold feet at home, get Fortress. If you're stuck outside working in the cold or find yourself in an emergency situation, get our winter bug out bag and you will never be cold again. Fortress is the answer, so quit complaining and go to fortressclothing.com. It's a mid-layer garment that goes with anything you want to wear. Enter coupon code RADIO and get 20% off any item. Go now while we still have inventory. FortressClothing.com.
Why be held hostage by your wireless carrier for 2 years? What if you had no contract, no activation fees, no hidden costs, tracking, tracing, harvesting customer data, or draconian gimmicks, all on the nation's best 4G LTE network? Introducing Pix Wireless. Bring your phone and other qualifying devices to Pix and choose a plan starting at only $14 a month. Get connected now. Call or click 1-866-267-2056 or PixWireless.com. Spelled P-I-X, wireless.com. Pick Pix and get connected today.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich? Working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare? Having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.